Straight out of the left coast of the coast in the east. Started off on the quest to find his favorite drink. We talk sports, comics, silver screen. Don't forget about the music, cause we loving the beats. A slice of life for the whole damn pie. We got it all. We know you feeling the vibe. From old Gen X to young Gen Z. Either way, we gon' drink. It's Son and Pops.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Son and Popsculture. I'm Son.
And I'm Pops.
And this is episode 109.
109.
Yes.
I'm going to let it shine. Episode 109. Yeah, let's go.
That's good.
You like
so,
that?
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Okay.
Uplifting.
True indeed. True indeed.
What do we do?
What we do here at Son and Pop's Culture is give you our take on movies, music, video games, comic books, literature, sports, anime, and a little slice of life. Sometimes you get the whole pie. East and West, young and old, X and Z, Son and Pops. Where can people find us at, buddy?
You can check us out on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. There we have highlights of the show, full episodes of the show, video format on YouTube, and we do other fun stuff like trivia. And if you ever want us to talk about a certain something or just want to chat, hit us up because we love hearing from you guys.
Yeah, we love the feedback from our listeners. Love the questions. Just love hearing from you. I guess we'll start where we always start.
Yeah, with this week's drink.
Wait, this week's drink started as a 21-year-old's quest to find his favorite drink, but has since evolved or devolved into us drinking whatever we want, because either way,
we gonna drink.
What do you have for the people today, buddy?
Today, I am sticking with my tea kick, and I made some chai tea.
You're grinding.
Grind, yeah.
Yeah. Chai tea, huh?
Yeah. With some oat milk. I made it with oat milk.
Oh, look at you.
See how it tastes.
Got the pinky up. Got the oat milk.
Oh, yeah.
Got the chai tea. I like it. What was your sweetener, if you don't mind me asking?
Nothing. I use oat milk in the chai tea.
Oh, wow. So just like the cinnamon that's in the chai tea, the spices from the chai tea itself.
Yeah, like because I got like one of those carton ones, and I was like, makes equal parts your milk, equal parts this carton. So that was.
Oh, so it's already sweetened. Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I just put it on the stove.
I'm a fan of chai. I haven't had one in a long time.
Me neither. I remember I used to love it as a kid. So.
Yes, the chai walla from what was that? $1 Million Baby? No, not $1 Million Baby. Slumdog Millionaire. Chai walla. Yeah.
That's big out there.
Yeah. That's what he did. He just ran chais around the office. Oh, man, I need to watch it. It's been a minute.
Good movie.
Yeah. Well, I have a Diet Coke.
Oh.
Yeah, buddy.
Wow.
Funny thing happened on the way to the ranch. Last week when I didn't drink and I got up for work, I felt amazing. So I was like, maybe next week I'll try that again.
Hope so with Mondays,
Yeah, my Monday. I was at work like, man, my swag was at like 10. I was feeling real good. Like, 3 drinks on a Sunday night probably is a bad idea. So I'm a ride with you for a little bit, on this not polluting my body. So sorry people, sorry to disappoint.
Yeah, no more drunk rants.
I mean, they're still there.
There'll still be rants.
They'll still be rants. Just probably not drunken rants.
Drunken
not as often.
Mess.
Not
drunk mess.
Hey, and not to mention the fact that your cousins hit me up recently, and apparently they're avid listeners. Yeah. And I'm like, oh dear God, they were like, your fish were staring at you. I was like, yo, they were. Like, they're doing weird stuff, right?
You said that 10 minutes in the episode.
Yeah,
like,
so I wasn't.
My God.
Yeah, but they really were. Like, I looked at, they're doing weird stuff now. I'm just like, I don't know what's up with these fish, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't spend a lot of time looking at them. So, but they do weird stuff every time I'm down here.
They are weird looking.
So yeah, but you realize they're 4 years old.
Oh wow,
they are 4 years old. Like I was looking on my phone and I found the first video and I was like, well, they'll be 4. They're 3.5 right now.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, people, in case you were wondering, I used to be like serious aquarium enthusiast. Not so much now, but my fish, they tend to live forever. So yeah, there's that. Some fancy goldfish, they just keep on kicking. So anyways, what do we have for the people today, bud?
Today we have some news, NFL sports talk, some pop culture news with some Marvel trailers, and some reviews on stuff, movies, TV shows that wrapped up.
But first,
every Saturday, you know this, we do a poll on our Instagram where I ask you listeners a question. And so this week, the question was, should Mike Tomlin stay coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers?
that that was a hell of a question, but I was like, is this what we're doing? This is what we're doing this week.
You know, it's every year you hear talks, but this
Every
year,
year.
I don't know, it feels like the straw that broke the camel's back. Just because there's multiple reasons, but the season started out strong. At one point, you know,
the second half of the season
what was that?
fell apart because the second half of the season fell apart.
Yeah, literally going from 10-3 to 10-7. You know, and the fact is, just haven't had a playoff win since 2016. So yeah, you know, maybe never had a losing season and all that time, but lack of playoff wins, you know, it gets to people. So
Yeah, it does.
I asked that question with all that in mind, and every year it's just fun. You hear Pittsburgh people complain about Mike Tomlin all the time, good or bad.
Yeah,
every year. So yeah, you want to know the results? Because I'm looking at it's changed since I last looked at it.
Oh man.
So I'm trying to pull it up here, and it is 50-50.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it wasn't. Last time I checked, it was like 53-47. Now it's 50-50.
Oh, wow.
The people are divided,
50-50.
and that's including our votes. And I know our votes. So like, take our votes out.
It's still 50-50. No.
Is
it still no?
No.
Oh.
It would be like majority no.
Oh wow, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
It's by slight margin.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy.
So, 50-50.
Well, I mean, hey, you know, I don't watch a lot of football, but I'll say this. How do I want to say it? Every season I'll start watching it like in the beginning or whatever. I'll pick up and watch a game. And my first thought is that we're not that good. and it's not
say that every year though.
I do, but I'm like, I'll call your uncle and I'll be like, bro, we're just not a good football team. And he'll like, you know, agree with me and explain certain things to me. But that's usually like my thought, and that has nothing to do with coaching. I'm like
we're not an exciting football team.
No, we're not. But we have like pieces to the puzzle, but we're not a championship team, and we haven't been in a long time. And you can blame coaching if you want, but we don't have the pieces to win a championship. It's just that simple. You know, playoff game. Okay, if you want to win a playoff game and then lose the next one, okay.
The issue was this year in the beginning there were splashes because all the people I was hearing talk, they're like, yeah, this is a recipe for a championship game because our defense was top tier and you had an offense capable enough to put points on the board.
Well,
isn't it that we had this stellar offensive team and then that fell apart? But with like Mike Tomlin, like I don't know what she's saying with Mike Tomlin's part, and I can't, you know, you got to look at the past 5 years what he had to work with.
Yeah.
Big Ben on the end of his career.
Yeah,
Mitch
people
Trubisky
forget that.
Kenny Pickett.
People forget that we had Ben a couple extra years any longer than we should have, and then we did the Kenny Pickett experience.
Yeah,
and or Pickens, what is it? Pickett?
Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, the Pickett experience was 3 years, right?
2.
Was it 3?
It was 2.
It was 2. Okay.
Was 2.
And so I mean, here we are with actually another year of experimentation. To be honest with you, so it just is what it is. I mean, like your Uncle Jason says, which you know, he says it's football, bro. These men have been playing football since they were 6 years old. It's fucking football. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's so true. Like, it's so true. People are like, well, and I'm like, well, what?
Wait,
It's
what do you
fucking
mean by
football.
that, actually?
I mean, it's like, it's not like rocket science. Like I feel like how Troy Polamalu played football, how they let him roam and just play football. That's why it was so amazing, because he could just go out and play football. I don't know how to explain.
I
it
know what
properly.
you mean,
You
but
understand what I'm saying?
I can't.
No,
I
go
don't know.
ahead.
You see, there's amazing offensive coordinators, and they join a team and they make a difference.
Yeah,
You see that with
that's
defensive
true.
coordinators,
That's true.
and they make a difference. So it's
That
not
is
just
true.
football.
Well,
It is a team effort.
play calling does make a difference. It does make a difference, but it's like, damn, I don't know. I just like I said, I don't think we were good enough. Like when we and you talked earlier in the season, we said what? Second half of the season is where the test comes. You just look at our schedule and go,
Everyone
oh.
said that.
I'm like, but then it happens the way we thought it was going to happen, and everybody's shocked. I'm like, just because we were 10-3 before we played our hard teams, I was like, yeah, this is what we thought was going to happen. We thought we were going to lose these games, and guess what? We lost these games. We did not win any games we weren't expected to win.
Yeah.
Like, did we? Like, that's always been my issue with sport in general, was that like you have to play the game, but most of the time you can look and see who's going to win. I mean, but I don't. I mean, I can't tell you the point spread, and all that stuff. But usually, like, the better team does win. Sometimes they don't. Like whatever had just happened with the Lions and the Commanders.
Oh man.
I mean, that is why you play, but I'm just saying,
making history.
Who's that?
Jaden Daniels.
Oh,
quarterback of the Commanders.
The Commanders. Look, but I didn't see any of that game. I don't know anything about it.
Oh yeah, I just watched highlights. I was busy doing stuff, but I think America is. It's. I'm not mad that the Commanders won, because the Lions. I just wanted the Lions to win because never been to a Super Bowl, one of the oldest teams ever.
Mm-hmm.
But now Commanders went from, they had the second pick in the draft last year to they're at the NFC Championship. So.
Yeah, 0 to hero.
Yeah.
Now who are they gonna play? Do we know yet?
Eagles.
They're playing the Eagles?
Eagles just beat the Rams. Yeah.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Again, wow.
They have a good roster. Yeah. It'll be tough.
Man, I have to hit up my homie Gary in Philly. I'm sure he's geeked right now. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm no expert, but I'm just
Me neither.
Just running my mouth.
As long as the Chiefs don't win.
So, okay. So who the Ravens play?
Ravens are playing the Bills as we speak.
Okay.
And those are like two favorites. It's tough.
Yeah.
It can go to anyone.
Yeah. The Ravens are good. They're good. But anyways, I knew we weren't beating them. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. It's always, up until the last two games, Lamar played his worst against the Steelers in his career. He figured that out.
Yeah, I mean,
after 5 years, 6 years.
It happens. You do it enough times. Like Manny Pacquiao fought, what was his name? Barrera? Like 5 times. And then the 6th time, that dude knocked Pacquiao the fuck out. But I was like, well, you fight a dude 6 times, you're going to get a victory sooner or later.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, so you just, because if you're winning, what do you change when you're winning? Nothing.
True.
So if you're losing, that's when you adapt. So eventually you figure it out. Just my thoughts. Never coached anything a day in my life, folks. So feel free to talk shit. Anyways, moving on.
Moving on. You want to get into some TikTok news?
Oh, TikTok. What is this TikTok you speak of?
Some Chinese spy app.
Oh,
hacking into my phone.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Who doesn't know TikTok? Yeah. So it was gone for about 12 hours.
I think it was 14, but still, it was. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. I was having withdrawal.
Yeah, were you?
I wasn't not actual sweats and whatnot, but it didn't even happen 12 p.m. Pacific. It was 9 Pacific.
Oh wow.
So there was a couple of times I was just on my phone and I kept opening the app out of habit, just to like.
Really? I
Yes, I
didn't know
did
you
it.
were like that with
I did it
TikTok.
more.
I did
Yeah,
not know that.
yes, because if I'm just sitting down, like I'll look up something and I'm like, okay, let me just like turn
Wow.
off my brain, and I'd go on it. I was like, oh,
What?
I forgot.
This
Yeah,
is news to me. I had no idea. No
no,
idea
it
that.
got really bad. It definitely ruined my attention span.
What?
Yes,
But I didn't know.
yeah,
I mean,
like
I know your mom, as we know,
yeah,
like
yeah. Oh
she's
yeah, I
like
know.
all about TikTok.
Yes.
And then your sister, but I never knew you were like that with it. I've
Hmm.
never wanted. The only time I wanted is when like you would post something for this, and I'd be like, oh, let me see what's going on.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
and I got more on it because of that, but now I'm turning a new leaf.
Yeah.
That 14 hours is kind of freeing.
It was
Even
freeing.
though I tried to open it,
Yeah.
it did feel better.
You're like, come on, baby, please.
Yeah, I was like,
You're
please,
like,
one more,
you're
one
like, baby,
more.
please, come on, come on, where you at?
Yeah, just one more, just
Ah,
one more.
oh, just one.
Yeah,
Terrible,
it was
terrible.
tough. Yeah.
That's funny, man.
Hmm.
Well, you know me, I deleted mine, so
Yeah,
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah,
I'm just gonna be conscious of when I do it now,
yeah.
and not just because I would do it like when I wake up to help me, literally because I
Oh,
wake up early to go work out,
yeah,
and I just if I don't look at my phone, my eyes are just like, boom. But like I just like have my brightness up, and it just like forces me. It's terrible
yeah,
for you. It's terrible.
yeah.
So
This
yeah,
whole thing is making me like, man,
it's
man.
bad. But that's not the reason why they wanted to get rid of it. But
No, not at all.
not for the mental effects on
Yeah,
us.
nah, dopamine spikes, all that good
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what it was. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but
be
you
more
figure
conscious.
I didn't get TikTok until you did a Sun and Pop's Culture page. So
Hmm. Yeah,
that's what.
It took a while.
Yeah, I'm just not. I'm not that guy. So
Yeah.
I think I had Snapchat for 10 minutes,
Hmm.
maybe, and yeah. So this is once again, your sister was right. These things happen, and my life doesn't really change. Like nothing really
Yeah.
changes with me. COVID
But
happened.
I
I
mean, you
never missed
saw
it.
how much money it was gonna
I
impact.
mean, I feel bad for the people out there who found a way to make a living.
Yeah, like a lot
You
of people
know?
I was following was like, "Well, follow me on these platforms." Like that had become their job. Like they completely changed their
Yeah,
life, and
yeah,
what they were doing was reviewing movies
yeah.
and
Which is
recommending movies. And
it's
now
really an
they're doing
interesting way.
red carpet events and stuff.
Yes, yes. It's kind of crazy to think about it,
Yeah.
especially when you're looking at something like tech that's constantly evolving, and you find a way to monetize it and make a living off of it, knowing that the next big thing might be. I mean, this band came. I won't say it came out of nowhere, but it's like, damn. But it's going to evolve into something else, and you have to be ready for that, I
Yeah.
guess. Because remember when Vine was a thing, and there were people who made
Hmm.
money on Vine or got famous on Vine,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
Vine vanished, and this is not where your Jake Pauls all came from. It was like
Yeah.
Vine.
They switched over to YouTube. Vine
Yeah,
just died out though.
is that what happened?
Yeah, it wasn't.
Okay,
It wasn't like complete like just
okay.
ban, delete.
Well, no,
Like
I know the
Vine's
band
not
is
an
like
app
this.
anymore, but yeah, it had died out, and they're just like, all right, we're deleting it.
I'm going over here, and but I'm just
Because
saying
like
it's constantly because there will be something, even if TikTok, even if it's now suddenly saved after 14 hours, um,
yeah,
something is going to come along. That'll be the next thing. That isn't even that different because is TikTok really that much different than when Snapchat started letting you do I don't know,
TikTok.
but I remember
Every
when your sister used to be in the backseat of the car just constantly just and it was all these
TikTok's not like
things.
that.
But TikTok wasn't that. TikTok was always little videos.
Yeah, well, TikTok was
Okay.
originally Musically, and that's what
Okay.
Deja had.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They did a
Okay.
rebranding and
Okay.
completely changed social media. Like
Oh,
Reels,
wow.
YouTube Shorts, that's all copying TikTok.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
But so it was really originally called something else. They
there's
just rebranded.
mm-hmm,
Wow.
changed their format.
Yeah, okay. Wow. The more you know. They were like, this is what's working. This isn't. Let's do more
Yeah,
of this. And
I
then,
guess.
wow. The more you know. Interesting. Thanks for that, bud.
That's why Deja had TikTok so early because she had Musically.
Yeah, because she already had Musically.
Yeah,
Huh.
and I was hesitant on TikTok because I remember being Musically.
Oh, wow. You were like, nah,
Yeah.
I ain't with that. That's funny. Well, I told you I met the dude, the OGDP. He was like a day oneer with TikTok. He was monetized and he was just doing toy toy videos.
Mm.
That
Yeah, yeah.
Evil Knievel motorbike thing. So I was like, wow. But he said I was there in the beginning, just doing it for fun, and people watched. And then someone significant, like an NBA player, like shared one of his videos, and that's when he exploded. I was
Yeah.
like, that's wild. So
So it's
yes. So we'll see what's
TikTok's
next.
very algorithm based for Twitter force. Like you be trendy 1 minute, then
Yeah,
you have a following.
Yeah, you've witnessed it. So yeah. So we'll see what comes next. Yeah.
So in other news, this is sad news. You ready for it?
I am.
Shrek 5 got delayed from July 2026 to December 2026.
Oh,
Only 6 months, but still.
that sucks.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but now it's a Christmas movie. But it's it's gonna be released around Christmas. Went from a summer blockbuster to that.
Yeah, that's weird because that's guaranteed blockbuster.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an Avatar coming out at the same time or something?
I have no idea with the Avatar schedule. They probably have it 2026, and then they're gonna push it back another 5 years.
He said it's on schedule. Well, you heard about
He said that about
Spider-Verse
Fire
now.
and Ash. Oh, what was Spider-Verse?
2029, bro. Wait,
What?
no, 20. Yeah, let me see. I'll have to look it up.
Man, I love how they said. I never believed them for a second. I just love how they said Beyond the Spider-Verse was the next year. So it would have been 2024, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how they said that. Oh, that's so
Like
wild.
I love how
I do because I remember as soon as they said, "Oh yeah, it's next year," and then
you're like lies.
slow details are coming out, and the actors are like, "Yeah, I didn't record my lines yet." Like, what?
Yeah, I mean now they're saying there's like no script or something crazy. Like I looked at it, this can't be. Yeah,
it's all because of Shameik. Shameik being awkward. Yeah, they're giving it enough time to make us come around again.
They're like, oh, he was so bad. That was so cringy.
He's a weirdo.
I felt bad because they went in on him though.
Yeah.
They went in. I was like, man, dude's weird. Okay,
they did.
It's like
he has.
It's like
negative game, negative.
Yeah,
aura.
negative. Yeah. It's like, man, that's terrible. Let me see. What's it 20? I can't find the thing now, but yeah, it's.
I believe you.
Not. Yeah, maybe it's 2027. Maybe
but still, maybe the fact they haven't given us an official date, I think that's our journey.
Yeah, 2027. I think now they said they don't even have a script or something crazy, but I was like, "There's no way. There's no way."
I'm like, "What have you been doing?"
Yeah,
you knew you're getting a third one.
Just chilling. They're like, this ain't good enough, and they just keep scrapping stuff.
I know.
Like they.
Like I'm all for take your time.
Yeah.
Make the third one. Like if you stick the landing, it's gonna be one of the best trilogies ever, if not the best. So just take your time, but please tell me you have something. A percentage done.
But I don't know. Without the vocals, they can't even.
No, you usually do rough animations.
Do they really? I thought they did the vocals first.
Every production's different, but I think you do the outlines, and then you change stuff up.
Okay, tighten it up, clean it up. I hope.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'd imagine you do scene. What's that called? This word vision boards, basically.
Okay.
And then animate
the storyboard.
This is what we want. Okay. Animate it, then you animate it based on the vocals.
Okay.
I would assume.
Right. Either way, it's gonna be a minute.
Yeah.
And that's just crazy. But it's just so. We've talked about this a zillion times. How just schedules and stuff doesn't come out on time anymore, and it's just we just have to accept it.
Yeah.
We're going to take a 2-year hiatus on this show that everybody
shows
loves.
Are the worst.
Yeah,
now.
It's wait, what?
It's you go from network shows where it's you get 26 episodes every season.
Yes.
September to May.
Yep.
With a 1 year break in between.
Yep.
And that was every year. And 10 episodes.
No, it's
maybe every 3 years.
Yeah, we're going to give you
Netflix is
4, and then
first.
we're going to take a year off to give you the other 4 on the back end. You're like, you're only
Yeah,
giving me 8, bro.
yeah.
Like, and it's taking you this long to
so
give me
bad.
8.
Yeah,
Like,
and I
it's
I get
crazy.
it, budget's higher, like and stuff, and more time, but man, can you just start writing it sooner?
I mean, motherfuckers are paid too well, but they're like, I'll get to that. I'll get to it. I mean, they're like George R. R.
Exactly.
Martin. They're like writing scripts in between the script they're supposed to be writing. Like, you know, who knows? Wow. So yeah, delayed Shrek 5, delayed Spider-Verse. Craziness.
Delayed Batman, which we talked about.
Yeah, delayed Batman. It's just they're just like, you know,
everyone's doing it. Okay.
It's almost like they don't think there's going to be something else that we decide that we like. It's like, which is likely. Like, well, while I was waiting for you, I discovered this thing over here.
Yeah,
because I'm the guy that never finished The Sopranos. Like, I'm probably the only one.
Yeah.
But like, they took that long ass break, and I was like, fuck them. And I just like never watched the last season. I was like, fuck them.
That does happen with TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of delays, the Oscar nominations announcements were delayed twice now.
Really?
Yeah. It was supposed to be whatever this past Thursday was. And then they pushed it back like to the Monday, but now it's the 23rd. It's only gonna be virtual. You know how they do like a whole event.
Yeah.
It's gonna be virtual. But yeah, it's supposed to be January 23rd.
Is there a reason for that?
The fires. They said
the fires.
Everything going on.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah,
that would make sense. Yeah.
So.
There's a couple of little fires out there. Yeah.
Yeah. No big deal. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. So be on the lookout for that. And more of these movies people are thinking will be up for nominations. I notice are on streaming. Like Wallace and Gromit.
What? There's a Wallace and Gromit?
Yeah. I don't know if it got any theater. Like
what's it on? Amazon?
Netflix. It just got put on like Friday.
Hello, Gromit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if it was released in any American theaters.
I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's on Netflix. I want to check it. It's like 70 minutes, so check it out.
You went through your phase as a kid when you were really digging that animation. Maybe not Wallace and Gromit, but like Chicken Run.
Yeah, I like Chicken Run.
Flushed Away. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really like Curse of the Werewolf. Rabbit.
Oh, the Were-Rabbit. I remember that one. Yeah.
I honestly think it was because I liked werewolves a lot, and I saw it, and I was like,
you did. Yeah, you were like, how dare they?
What is this?
Were-Rabbits?
Yeah. I was like, this is whack.
Yeah, you were that kid, bud. You were that kid. I remember taking you to like fire it up to make pottery, and I was like, "He's gonna pick a wolf." I was like, every time, like, there's a wolf to be picked. I'm like, "Yeah, you're gonna pick it."
Yeah.
So yeah.
I love wolves.
Werewolves are cool though. They are cool. Did you see that trailer for the Wolfman?
That came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did come out. It
came out Friday. I saw the trailer, and I was actually looking forward to it because the same director did the Invisible Man remake. Remember we watched that?
Yeah, that was good.
Surprisingly good. Yeah,
it was good.
Reviews aren't good for the Wolfman.
Really?
Yeah, they just said like they didn't really commit to any of the cool aspects like that made it different. It was just like flat. It was just like a bland movie.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, because people were hyped for it because he was making it. Yeah,
it looked like the type of terrifying that I could watch. I don't have bad dreams about that type of shit, which is weird. Like I can watch like a werewolf movie, a vampire movie. I'll be alright.
Maybe because it's complete fantasy.
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind if I wouldn't mind if like a vampire bit me and I woke up the next night like, "Ooh, here we go." But zombies still terrify me, man. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah,
it's fair.
They do. And they start running. I'm like, oh, now they're running. I'm like, it's over. Yeah, but so wow, flat reviews. Oh well.
Yeah, so I was gonna see it till I saw that. And I was like, there's other stuff out there.
Wow. What else? Trailer for Daredevil
Born Again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for those listening, Netflix made the Daredevil show from
Mm-hmm.
2016 to 2018. It was a hit. It
Yeah,
was
it
really
was.
good. People
Yeah.
that didn't watch superhero stuff watched it.
Yes.
And
Yes. That was the
can,
beginning. I think that
yes,
might have been the beginning of like people being like, "Hey, Matt," and I'd be like,
yeah,
"What?" I'd be like,
like
"What?"
it
And they were,
being mainstream.
yeah, mainstream. Yeah, I think Daredevil was the start.
hmm
Yeah.
And showed you like you can make serious superhero stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was one of the founding
Mm-hmm.
fathers. But yeah, so the reason why Daredevil Born Again is so important because it's the first MCU thing from the Netflix stuff. Everyone loved
That's
Daredevil.
officially and it's officially a part
Yeah,
of it. Yeah.
yeah. They brought back the cast from the show. They brought back the writers.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming out March 4th, and they gave us our first trailer this
Mm-hmm.
week.
Mm-hmm.
You have any thoughts on it?
Me, well, my first thought was when they showed the city, Avengers Tower was in the background,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Oh, it's official." I'm like, because remember in the original series, it was always kind of like talked around.
Yeah,
You know
they
what I
couldn't
mean?
say it legally.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so it was
Yeah.
like the incident, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
it's so
Big
crazy.
guy.
But
Yeah.
yeah, um, um, I know it's not 100% based on Born Again.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling we're going to get kind of like a Logan type version of like how when Logan came out, before Logan came out, everybody was like, "Oh, it's based on Old Man Logan." Then you see it and you're like, "No, it's not."
Yeah.
but it's got a certain vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm thinking is going to happen with Born Again. I
Me
think there's
too.
going to be aspects of what happened in Born Again, but I don't think it's going to be.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially
there's
because
already
MCU, they do that a lot in general.
yeah,
Just like take
yeah,
aspects of the.
yeah.
It's not straight adaptations
No, it's
of
just
any other stuff.
I mean, because even like one of the main villains is from a more modern Daredevil story. I think his name's Muse,
Mm-hmm.
and he's 2011, I think 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, and the original Born Again was in the 80s.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I'm interested. See, I think Wilson Fisk is gonna do what he did in that one, but we'll see. I mean, he's the mayor. The Kingpin's the mayor in this one,
Yeah.
and that's a modern thing too. So we'll see. But I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be
so,
good.
too.
I mean, I actually thought to myself, certain parts of the trailer, I was like, "Ooh, like that might have been more violent than Netflix." Like
I thought that too.
I thought like they purposely were like, "Watch this! Like we're going to have his bone pop through the shirt." Like, god damn!
Yes.
I was like,
I think one of the biggest worries was they're gonna Disneyfy it. So in this trailer, they just went to show you
yeah,
like,
just to let you know that ain't what we're doing. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard for anything to ever top the hallway scene from the first season. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Just the whole show in general.
I mean, it was episode 4 when we found out why Wilson Fisk is the Kingpin. Oh, good God! That. Oh, that show was like lightning
good.
in a bottle. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it
was.
Now,
I'm still nervous just because I remember watching the trailers for Secret Invasion and Echo, and we thought those looked good.
Yeah.
So Marvel knows, and not just the shows, their movies. They know how to make a good trailer.
They do. They do. If they fuck up Daredevil, but
oh yeah, we just talked about it. Not looking good.
It's like yeah, like had the keys to the Bentley, you just messed everything up. Iger. So I'm just saying. I'm like, hey CEO who came back, everything was going groovy until you came back. Now everything's all weird again.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. We'll see.
Yeah, it looked good though. It got me excited. I have to rewatch the show.
Yeah, I definitely want to rewatch before. Yeah.
I did the math. I have to watch an episode a day, starting Monday.
Do that.
36 episodes. Yeah.
When you get to that scene when Elektra says, "Hello, Matthew." Hello, Matthew. I was like, "Oh, good God." I love that scene when she's in his apartment. Oh man, yeah, that was a good show. You saw Barenthal.
I saw him. Has
That's,
before. Yeah.
that's the Frank Castle, the Punisher.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that guy.
I'll say one complaint I have for the trailer.
What's that?
Minor. It's not the show's fault. It has that desaturated MCU look. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's
Please
like
explain it.
it just has no depth. It's just super bland. You can tell it's. I don't know what they're doing. Like it looks the same as it did in Falcon and Winter Soldier, as it did in Winter
Yeah.
Soldier. Like it just, especially when
Mhm.
you look at this trailer and compare to the Netflix show,
Yeah.
it's just more vibrant. They're just doing more stuff,
Mhm.
and this just looks a lot more flat.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of Marvel stuff. I saw it.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah. It's
everything. They
not
change.
everything, but
They
it's yeah.
Yeah, not everything. Some
Yeah.
people try and fix it because they know it's a complaint. But yeah, I
Yeah.
did notice it for this trailer. So I was like, man. Because it's not
Well,
like some shots are cool. And
Yeah.
then the lighting and stuff, I'm like, oh, and the color correction, it's just like, oh man, it's not as good. Doesn't look as good.
Do you think that's for the show, or you think that's just for the trailer?
No, I think it's gonna be the whole show.
Yeah.
Whatever they filmed it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess we shall see, bud. We shall see. Well, I don't know why they go. I mean, it's not for me to say. I don't know why they go for that look, but you did know it was like
Yeah.
Falcon, Winter Soldier, Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
There were certain shows that had that look, and I feel like it's their more grounded characters that have that look. Now that I think about it,
Yeah.
but maybe that's why. I don't know. Maybe they think that makes it look more gritty and down to earth. Or something. I don't,
Probably.
I don't know. I don't know. Falcon and Winter Soldiers. I mean, not Falcon and Winter Soldier, but Captain America is coming soon, right?
Yeah, Valentine's Day weekend.
Wow. Can we get some buzz on that? A little bit. Can we get
Really,
some
I've
heat
been
of
seeing
some
a lot of
kind?
trailers.
Yeah. Does anybody talk? I mean, I'll go. I have to.
I've seen a lot of commercials too for like certain brands
Yeah.
doing, and it's like Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like it's with the Red Hulk. And it was a Tide commercial. It's like Red Hulk shows up. They're like, he's red now, and then it's like, how do I get? Then he made a mess, and their clothes are all ruined. So like, how do I fix this? And I was like, use Tide, like stuff like
Shut
that.
up.
Yeah, it was like a
That's
commercial
funny.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
So I'm seeing stuff
Hopefully.
like that.
I'm gonna have to get the band back together, or at least part of it. Maybe see if I can get everybody to go from the old movie crew,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully
should.
that mojo will make the movie good. Maybe I don't know.
At least make it more enjoyable. Initially, you'll be coming out the theater like, well, ain't too bad.
Ain't too bad.
It actually doesn't
So-
look bad to me. Like,
I mean, there are some scenes like action shots that I really like. To be
Yeah,
honest with
yeah.
you, I mean, I think the Falcon's a hard sell, but he looks pretty decent in some of it.
yeah, like you can make some. He's a
Mhm.
guy that with wings that can fly.
Yeah,
Just
so
watch
you can
Top
make it-
Gun and make some cool
yeah,
scenes like that.
make it cool. I mean, we
Yeah.
accepted Iron Man was a guy in a suit that can fly, basically.
Mhm.
Everybody loved it. So I
Yeah.
mean, this guy has wings. It actually should look cooler.
It
But,
should, yeah.
You
And he
know,
has
so
Cap shield now, so just
yeah. So I mean, can we please?
yeah,
He has the whole sky as his battlefield. Let's do
like
something.
come
Yeah,
on, man.
yeah. I hope. I hope.
Mhm.
But-
and Angie throwing Hulk there.
Yeah, yeah,
Everyone wants to see Hulk smash things. So.
yeah. Harrison Ford coming in, smashy.
Yeah.
Which I mean, they're going to definitely have to comment on wherever Banner is when this happens.
Yeah.
I'm sure
What is
somebody's
he
going to say,
doing?
"Where's the other Hulk?"
Yeah,
that would help this
kinda
whole.
need him.
We
Mhm.
kind of need him, like now. Like,
Yeah.
where is he? You
they're
know?
not too far from DC.
Yeah. So, but we'll see.
He's gonna be on
I guess-
Planet Hulk. That's where.
Playing a hot, they'll be like, he's off planet.
Yeah.
And everybody will go, what does that mean? Is it Planet Hulk?
Planet
Is that what
Hulk
they're hearing
confirmed?
about?
Question mark. Question
Yeah,
mark.
yeah,
Question mark.
that'll be the next video. Oh, it will
Yeah.
be. You'll see it all over YouTube. Planet Hulk confirmed? Question mark. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I guess staying on the Disney front, Skeleton Crew wrapped up.
Yes.
Disney's latest venture into the Star Wars universe.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't finished it. I finished it.
How many episodes was it total?
Was it 8? 8,
Oh.
maybe? Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was 8. I liked it.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak like, oh, it was solid. I liked it. It wasn't, oh shit, it's Wednesday. But it was definitely like, oh, it's Thursday. I need to watch this. Like I wanted to watch it. It wasn't a task for me. Like Agatha was a task for me that I never finished. You know?
Yeah.
Like you telling me how it ended and like Sergi telling me how it ended.
Oh, you still never watched it?
No, I never watched it. I was just like, I'm like, that's good. I know what happened. That's cool. Like I had no desire to sit down and watch it. And you know I love Catherine Hahn. And I still never watched it.
I know.
So like seriously, people, love her.
Really? She's kind of bad and
yeah. And I was just like, nah. Yeah, so
surprised.
But Skeleton Crew, I enjoyed it. It's Disney's lowest rated Star Wars series so far.
Oh wow. I'm looking it up.
Which
I didn't know this
surprised me. It's really surprised me because I thought kids would love it. Like for me, I feel like if you want the fan base to continue to grow and you're like a Star Wars dad with trying to like bring your kid in, I'd be like, watch Skeleton Crew. It's basically Goonies on Star Wars. Like they get it right. Like there's some moments in it that I thought were just so cool. Like if you were a kid, you'd be like, oh man, that was dope. You know what I mean? Like, so once again, it may be partly Disney's fault, but partly like Star Wars fans, because you know how they are. You know, so it's just like you know how they are.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is the product, but sometimes it's just them being like, you know, this isn't my Star Wars. Well, dude, you're 70 years old. You know, like you started watching this in 1980. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Not everything's for you exactly. So
yeah, this show you can tell like going into it what it's gonna be.
Yeah, like
it's just like a low stakes adventure show. Everybody
has their moment, like amongst the kids. They all have their moment, like in the finale.
Okay.
To show how far they've come. You know what I mean? They all get to like do something that helps solve the major problem, you know, which I thought was cool. You see growth. You see growth in the kid. You see growth in their relationship with their parents. You know, Jude Law showed up as the villain, but he played it absolutely right.
Oh, he stays like, bad?
He stays bad, but you can see why he's bad, and he's not inherently bad. He's just bad because of what life has done type shit, you know?
Gotcha.
So I'd actually like to see him show up again, you know, but there probably won't be a second season. But it was just like...
He uses the lightsaber at all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, last episode I saw was him grabbing it.
I mean, if you want me to spoil it, I can spoil it. It's up to you.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, he wasn't a Jedi. That was a big thing. Is he a Jedi? Is he not a Jedi?
Was he an apprentice at least?
He was a Padawan briefly, but he was only a Padawan because his Jedi whatever teacher showed up after Order 66, so they were already like on the run. Then they find him because he's like orphaned, starving on the streets. Take him under their wing, but then they don't live that long, so they only got to show him a few things, and that's what he says. I only learned a few things. You know? Yeah, so he can like move stuff with the Force, and he can use a lightsaber, but he's not. That's it. He's not like some advanced Jedi. He's real basic. Like
that makes sense too, because this is post. Empire.
Yeah. So he's like. Yeah, so he's like a pirate. He uses his little like Force stuff to get away with stuff, but he's not like some expert at the Force.
Yeah,
but he clearly doesn't want to hurt the kids, but he wants to get what he wants. You know, because when they do certain things, he's just like, it didn't have to be like this. Like he wanted them to be okay, but he still wants to make sure he's okay. So yeah, I liked it, but like I said,
like the parts I saw wasn't. Like it is what it is. It was literally just they're making a fun kids adventure movie. It wasn't some like how does this affect the grand
the whole
story of the Skywalker saga.
Right. Even though there is one thing about it that I was like, well, your plan is kind of flawed because they find the planet ends up being a mint that makes Empire Republic credits.
Yeah.
So they find this vault and it's filled. Like, I mean, no one's come for these credits in how long because the Empire fell. But this thing is full credits. Like, it's just like a ridiculous amount of credits. And he's so happy that he's going to take them all, but then he wants them to keep making credits. And I'm like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Because now there's no value in the credits. I guess how it works, bro. Like, take what they have, which will keep you wealthy for generations upon generations upon generations.
Life,
yeah. You do not need to have these people continue to make it. It's just, you're just being super greedy at this point. So it was just like, why would he do that? Like, he's had something, you haven't thought this through, because suddenly there will be an overabundance of Old Republic credits, and now they're not worth anything. Like, that's how it works. Like, eventually they'd be like, wait a second, the economy's been thrown out of whack. Something's not right. Somebody's literally printing money. But otherwise, it was good. And I guess hot take, we have two shows that we were both watching, and one was clearly a better show with Creature Commandos, and one was just like a good show with Skeleton Crew. I enjoyed Skeleton Crew's finale more than Creature Commandos. Keeping it funky with you. Go ahead.
As a finale, because you were saying last week,
I said a finale.
As a finale, it's Creature Commandos was a 7 out of 10.
Right.
But as an episode, it's still strong.
It's still a good episode.
It's like 9. I'm giving it 9. 9 out of 10.
But it ain't no finale.
As a finale, yeah, which it's fair. I see what you're saying. I'm just putting an asterisk to what you said for the listeners.
Yeah, nah. Come for me. If they want,
no
one's watching. Yeah, no one is, but they might not have like, what did he say? but
watch
yeah,
Creature Commandos.
So you watched Creature Commandos and you saw what I meant. Like,
it was, I agree.
Yeah, it was a I guess a solid finale, but it wasn't anything exceptional for it didn't feel like a finale.
Just because it was so fast paced. Like, if the show was like 2 more episodes overall.
Well, it felt like it needed like 2 more. Like, I mean, everything. Like, when she shot the girl, I was like, wait, that really was that was it?
Yeah.
I was like,
that was the resolution, with that.
I was
it was very fast.
Yeah. And and then they tied to them, but what's the name or his origin at the same time. I was just like,
as soon as the stories, when you told me it was 7 episodes, it was like, wait, we still have these 3 characters to see their origin.
Yeah.
Like, the finale's gonna be mixing with someone's origin, and I instantly knew it wouldn't mesh as well as it could.
And then even that, like, we waited all that time to see her in water.
I know.
To do like just be like this amazing thing, and she wasn't.
They advertised that falsely. That was the government.
Yeah, you should see her in water.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah,
we did.
She literally was just a human turned into a fish.
Turned into a fish and got murked.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
As soon as it happened, I was like, oh.
Yeah, I went.
I thought she was gonna be like some like speed, like super fast piranha type. Oh,
right,
no.
and she
Sad
was
scene.
not.
Good
flashback.
Sad,
but man,
she really did not need to die.
Yeah, I was like, what the?
Bad.
I feel like they thought she would be better. They were like, oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. My bad. Maybe we should have done it. Maybe we should.
Yeah, like, I could have swam out there.
Yeah.
The only thing he had was she could stay underwater the whole time.
Yeah, that's it. She just
faster.
Yeah, she was not prepared for somebody with a knife underwater.
No.
They were like, stabby. Stabby.
Yeah.
I was like, what in the world? And then there was the whole when they did that whole Cersei looking ahead with her vision, and there was that gorilla who everybody thought was Gorilla Grodd controlling the princess. That was never touched on again.
Yeah.
Like at all. I'm like, there was a random gorilla standing next to her when she was trying to take over the world. I was like, yeah. Okay.
Or the whole Cersei stuff was never touched on.
Yeah, that was
again.
never.
So it just needed like 2 more episodes to focus on like the flashback stuff, and then wrapping up everything and the epilogue to that.
Yeah.
It was still a good show.
Yeah, it was still
good.
A
really good show.
And then even the post thing with what was it? It was Frank. And what was he talking about?
Oh, Frank Grillo.
Yeah, no, there was no Frankenstein. There was a
Frankenstein's
post.
Bride. Oh, you said Frank. I'm like,
I said Frank. Sorry, Frankenstein. There was a post credit scene. Oh, I forget
the
what even
bride.
happened.
That's what they call her.
Was that the bride? Was that the post credit scene? No,
There was
that
a
was the
post
end.
credit scene.
There was a post credit scene with
Oh, with him eating
Frankenstein.
the soup.
Yeah, him eating the soup. What did he say though?
Something
And I'm
about
assuming
it was something dumb. It was just a small little
was it?
joke. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I'm assuming Flag lived, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he just was balled up. Yeah. Okay. We'll see what happens when it gets live action. We'll see.
I know. Yeah.
But yeah, as for finale, it could have been better, but it was a solid episode.
It was still a really good show, though. That's
Yeah,
not
it was.
discredit
Yeah,
the
yeah.
show.
No, not to
I heard
discredit the show,
recently,
but
like 2024 might have been the greatest year for superhero TV shows ever.
you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna say what came out.
Okay.
Invincible season 2, part 2.
Okay.
The Penguin.
Okay.
Agatha all along. That's the winner.
That's what put it over. Yeah.
And Creature Commandos came out.
You might be right, bud. You might be right.
Sorry, I forgot the biggest one.
What's
X-Men
that?
97.
I ain't never represent. Yeah, yep. X-Men 97. Whew, that was the one. That was.
I mean, there's other shows too, but like
Yeah.
Invincible, X-Men 97,
Yeah.
Penguin,
Yeah.
now Creature
Yeah.
Commandos.
Yeah. Speaking of X-Men, can I ask you a question? Maybe you can answer it for me.
Sure.
Rivals. Marvel Rivals
Oh, that video game?
is apparently that shit. Do you know any? Are you playing?
No, I don't play video games like that.
Well, rumor has it, because it's like kind of like an Overwatch, right?
I have no idea. I think so. I think it's
You pick your
6v6
teams
shooter.
and you.
Yeah,
Well,
there's different heroes and stuff.
The word on the street is that miracle of all miracles has happened, and this Rivals game is bringing video game people into comic book stores to buy comic books. Yeah, who'd have thought? Who'd have thought?
I'm surprised the movies didn't do that.
That's what I mean. Like everybody assumes that's what would happen. That hasn't happened since Batman in 1989. But for some reason,
No, it definitely helped. The movies definitely helped since then.
I think that stopped helping before Avengers. I think probably before Avengers.
Guardians. People definitely got into Guardians.
Did Guardians come out before Avengers?
After. Avengers was 2012.
Guardians came out after?
Yes, we got Iron Man.
I'm just asking.
No, like Avengers was a huge thing. Really,
Okay.
that was the moment, and it definitely blew up after that.
Oh wait, I wasn't thinking of that. I'm sorry. I was thinking like Endgame. Sorry, my bad.
I would say it peaked at Endgame.
Yeah, but I don't know. When I talk to comic shop owners, they don't really talk about the movies affecting sales as much as people would think.
Yeah, I would say Endgame. It peaked with that
because they
the
tend
genre
to get
kind of peaked with it.
They tend to get agitated when they make the comics tie into the movies because they're like, it doesn't have the effect that they think it's going to have. That's what I've been told. But apparently, this Rivals game is bringing people into the shops. There are two Rivals.
That's cool.
Rivals covers right now that are trending in the last 2 weeks that have been trending like hot books, like top 10 hot books, because of like just the cover.
You said rival couples?
Covers. Like they have variant covers. Okay, for a non-comic book people, you have a comic book and it has a cover on it, and they'll make a different cover and call it a variant. That's all. Sometimes there's multiple variants.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there have been a few books that have had variant covers based on the Rivals video game, and apparently these books are smoking hot. So yeah, which is interesting. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people are playing it. I've heard it's fun. I'm just I'm not in the gaming community, so I don't know.
I just remember I saw a few YouTube videos on it when it first dropped, and I was like, "Oh wow, they made a Marvel game." And then next thing I know, it's everywhere. Like every time I watch my little what's trending, what's hot videos, these books keep coming up in the top 10. Yeah, so
Yeah. I
Somebody's
keep
playing
seeing
it, and then
videos
somebody's
on like the ranking the hottest MCU people in the game.
yeah, because they
And
have
like
all these
people,
different skins, and it's like
yeah.
it's crazy. Like I guess like people like Iron Fist are OP in this game. Like they're
Mm.
like Iron Fist is a G. I'm like Iron Fist. Like you know, I've always loved
Actress.
Iron Fist, but I'm like, well, he never got his due.
No.
But he's getting more like the like whoever developed this game. I guess read some comic books because they're like, no, this isn't just Iron Fist with the Iron Fist. This is Iron Fist who's like read the book of Khonshu and he can use his powers in different ways, like stuff like that. And I'm like, what? Like and like Magic, who no one like outside of like comic book heads know who she is. Like she's a big deal in the game. Like stuff
Oh, I
like
didn't.
that.
How big's this roster?
No, it's a big roster. I'm not sure how many characters it is. I can look it up real fast.
Yeah. I
But
also looked it up. I was like, I still have the Xbox One. I can't play this game.
oh, really?
It's next gen.
It's next gen. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's how little I play.
And I guess it's already to the point now where there are people who just play and they're like dope. And if you just jump in, it's like you're just gonna get murked.
Yeah,
Which is
are
pretty
you
funny.
surprised?
Nope.
It's a heavy game.
Not at all. Yeah. Let me see. Or did you look it up? 35 characters. That's legit.
Oh, I'm surprised. Like Magic's in that.
That's what I mean. Like, you got your guarantees. Like, you got your always going to have the Hulk.
Oh yeah, Adam Warlock. I will read them to you. Adam Warlock,
All right.
Black Panther, Black Widow, Cap, Cloak and Dagger, Doctor Strange, Groot,
Wow.
Hawkeye, Hela, Hulk,
Hela.
Invisible Woman,
Hela.
Oh yeah, Hulk, Invisible Woman, Iron Fist, Iron Man, Jeff the Land Shark, Loki, Luna Snow, Magic, Magneto, Mantis, Mr. Fantastic, Moon Knight, Namor, Penny Parker, Psylocke, The Punisher, Rocket Raccoon, Scarlet Witch, Squirrel Girl, Spider-Man,
Yeah, buddy.
Star-Lord, Storm, Thor, Venom, Winter Soldier, Wolverine. Some of those I'm like, how did they decide that person?
Like Mantis being on here. Wow.
That's definitely it has to be from the movies, right?
But I'm looking at. I'm like some of these characters like boost characters. Some are, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
your tank. So if you're building a roster, I kind of get it.
Yeah,
but,
you're right.
Yeah, but that's definitely a variety of characters.
Yeah,
and there aren't a lot of X characters on here. There's a few though. X characters, like X-Men related characters. There's a few. You know.
Yeah.
Penny Parker's on here. That's crazy. But yeah, so I don't know. If I ever decide to buy a new system, I'd check that out. But
yeah,
that's just wild. I guess it goes to show you never can tell. I mean, Moon Knight's on here. Poor Moon Knight. There was a period of time when Marvel pushed Moon Knight like
they really did.
They wanted him to be their Batman
like
so bad.
mid-2000s.
Yeah, it was like I remember when Ultimate Alliance 3 came out. He was like a downloadable character. Like it was like you either get him or Daredevil. People were like, you get Moon Knight. I'm like, nobody wants Moon Knight. I was like, I like him. Yeah. I was like, but he's not. Marvel tried. They were trying to make him their Batman. They were trying to make Miss Marvel, who is now Captain Marvel, their Wonder Woman. They were trying so hard, and people were just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
They were trying, and people still say that show is good just from
the show what?
That the MCU show is good just because of the love for Moon Knight in general.
Yeah. That show, it's not bad.
It's okay. It's really just okay.
It's the same fucking, like, I mean, you said it. Marvel, like, they'll get like the first however many episodes right, and then it starts to just go downhill, and you're like, God damn it.
Yeah. Also, it's just like, when I think of Moon Knight, I am not thinking this.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. He does have the split personalities and all that stuff, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, that's cool. But the whole Egyptians god stuff, like I'm not thinking Moon Knight. I'm thinking Marvel's Batman.
Yeah, he should be street level, just murking people and like hearing voices in his head. When they had those gods like battling above him and stuff, I'm like, what?
Yes.
I was like, but anyways, and then when the one girl got the wings, I said, oh, that's bad. That was bad. That was actually bad. I was like, that's bad. That looks bad. That looks cheap. But whatever. There were parts of it that I did like though.
There were.
I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
Did you see Nintendo's releasing Switch 2?
Oh yeah.
That's
I
wild.
can't tell you the difference between a Switch 1, but
Right,
I know the
right.
processing and like the
Yeah,
actual, gamepad will be better.
yeah,
Whereas for like, you know, Game Boy to DS or Game Boy to Game Boy Advance, like I can't tell you the difference between Switch and Switch 2.
right, right.
Just looking at it.
You're gonna have to play it. You're
Yeah.
not going to. Yeah, I haven't played. I told you I bought Breath of the Wild 2 a year ago,
Yeah, you did not
and
play
and,
that.
and and said, well, I figured my work would slow down over the winter, and it didn't. So I mean, blessing in disguise. I get to make money instead of playing video games. So so yeah,
People loved
there's
it.
that.
Up for
There's
Game of the
that.
Year. So
Yeah. So I'll find out one day. One day I'll be like, oh, this game's amazing.
yeah.
But I have a rule about hobbies too. I don't like to have like two going on at the same time, and right now I'm full. So
Fair.
yeah. So don't be a slave to your hobbies, people. You can't do everything. So, but yeah. What else do we have, bud? We're nearing the end.
Yeah, we have reviews.
We still have reviews.
Yeah.
Holy
This will be
smokes.
quick. This will be quick.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I watched this weekend One of Them Days,
True indeed. Starring
Kiki Palmer, and
Kiki
SZA.
Palmer. The badonkadonk. Yep.
Yeah. It's a comedy movie, and it's about them trying to get money to pay their rent, so they're not
Really?
evicted. Yeah, there's circumstances to why they don't have the money.
Okay. Yeah.
That's revealed. I'm not gonna get into it, but
Okay.
yeah, go check it out. Historically, there's not a lot of good movies that come out in January. This is not one of them.
So it actually is good.
Yeah, it's good. It's a funny comedy. It's you're getting what you sign up for. There's not a lot of those. I guess like just good comedy, good studio comedies nowadays. It's like it's gonna be part of the culture.
Yeah.
I don't think they had a good press run for this, good marketing. But I think once it hits streaming, it's gonna be very popular. It's just one of those type of movies that once people finally watch it, they're going to enjoy it.
Well, I mean, at one point, it was like 100% fresh. I know it's not now because it's like impossible.
That's every.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But
day.
at one point, I was like, and I went, oh wow,
Yeah.
So I want to watch it. I thought me and your mother were going to watch it today, but
yeah, go take her to see it.
She watched some crazy movie,
Yeah.
but
go take her to see it. No, it's in theaters. It's not on streaming yet.
At all. All right.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying, once it hits streaming,
that's when it's going to blow. Okay.
Just because they didn't market it well, but yeah, it's good. It's gonna be part of the culture. It's it's Black Woman's Friday, I guess.
Well, that's what I was thinking. It's got to have like kind of like a feel for like Friday.
Yeah, it definitely does. It's set in LA.
Okay.
It's like it's just good. It's really it has certain jokes that it's modern day culture.
All right.
Yeah, it's good.
All right.
I recommend it. I gave it 3.5 stars. It's a very solid comedy. Yeah, it's a very solid comedy.
Okay. Yeah. That's high praise for a comedy.
Yeah, it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
And Kiki Palmer is good in it, and SZA's surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a knack.
All right. Well, maybe it'll be like a little Tuesday night movie for me and your mama.
Yeah, mom will love it.
Yeah. I'm nursing an injury, so maybe I'll just take her to the movies this Tuesday instead of exasperating it. I'll take her to the movies instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. One of them days, people. Check it out. Check it out. Yeah. I don't really have much, bud. I forgot to mention that Batman Hush Part 2 is coming out for those comic book aficionados out there.
Yeah.
But Hush was one of the classic Batman stories.
Yeah, modern day classic.
Yeah, of the early 2000s. Hush is supposedly going to be one of the villains in the new Batman movie.
Mm-hmm.
So this Hush Part 2, which brought back the original writer Jeff Loeb and the original artist Jim Lee.
Oh,
to write and draw this sequel to Hush, comes out in March. So I added Batman to my pull list just for this. So so I'm gonna read it and I'll tell you about it as it comes out. So that's happening. Yeah, that's all I have for comic book news. But for the culture, did you know that they released an Aaliyah Barbie doll this week?
Oh, yeah. No, I did not. Aaliyah, the singer.
Aaliyah, yeah, the singer. Which, man, it just made me happy because jeez, were you born?
No,
when
I don't think
Aaliyah
I
died?
was. I don't think I was.
Yeah. To those of
Was
you
it
who
90?
know, yeah, Aaliyah died in a plane crash. She was in one of those Buddy Holly planes that you should not get in.
Oh, she died in 2001.
Okay, so yeah, you were a baby,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I loved Aaliyah. 1 in a million, 4-page letter, back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
She your Aunt Sarah once said to me, if Aaliyah was alive, do you think Beyonce would have become Beyonce? And I said, wow, that is a good question. Because
I'm looking
Aaliyah
at the door now. Sorry.
Aaliyah was that chick.
Yeah.
So when I guess, is that Mattel that does Barbie?
Yeah. I'm looking at the box and stuff.
She's in the 1 in a million outfit. I want one. I do. I want one for my shelf, straight up.
It's going for $150 on eBay.
Yeah, it's sold out. It's sold out the first day. They miscalculated the demand for that doll.
That's definitely the old heads getting that.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Little kid knows.
No one does. Yeah, that's definitely collectors and people like old heads like me.
Yeah.
Like your
That'd
cousin
be
Courtney.
worth getting on that color.
Oh yeah, I'm going to find my way. I'm going to have one because, yeah. Aaliyah was that chick. She was that chick. Gone way too soon. So I think it's kind of dope. I mean, it's 20 years later or whatever that they're doing a doll for her. Cool. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, anybody out there know?
22. Wow.
Yeah, she was a baby, bud. She was just a baby. She had just kind of like peaked, like there are those of us who knew her when she was 15 and married R. Kelly and all that shit. Yeah, that happened.
I know.
And then yeah. But I feel like back then it was like, so she does that, she disappears briefly, then she comes back in like 98 and it felt like a decade had passed. It only been a couple of years. She went from 15 to 18 and we were like, oh, Aaliyah's back. Like it's 3 years. It wasn't like it was, she was gone forever. So she came back and she hooked up with Timbaland and Missy Elliott and just, phew, yeah. Yeah, she's got a lot of bangers. Of bangers. Yep. And there was a big dispute over the rights for her music. So that's why she wasn't on any streaming services forever. Yeah. Like only in the last, couple years, I think 2 years ago, they finally settled all that and her family.
They settled it. She's been on streaming longer than that.
Really?
Yes, because she's been on streaming longer than that.
Okay. I know there was some kind of issue with the monies and the rights.
Yeah.
But because I'd have a hard time finding Aaliyah videos. It was crazy. But yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get one of those dolls. Anybody out there know where I can get me one? You let me know. Yeah. And I'm gonna slide into Anime Corner here for a second.
Okay.
And then I'll have to talk to you when I walk to you. I'll tell you
Okay.
I'll tell you that story. But yeah, so Anime Corner. As everyone knows, One Piece is still on hiatus. They're replaying Fishman Island arc, which I just watched a couple. It is a good arc, but I guess they cleaned it up. I haven't even watched any of it to see what they did to it. But it's not like it's bad, but I literally just watched it a couple months ago. Yeah. And I'm not rewatching it. So I've been trying other things. And last week I finally broke down and watched Dandadan. So I guess it's Dandadan, not Dandadan.
Oh, I thought it was Dandadan too.
It sounds like Dandadan when they sing it, but I said Dandadan to your cousin Ruben, and he said Dandadan, and I said, well, I'm gonna say Dandadan. So
I've been saying it as Dandadan too.
Yeah, well, when you listen to the intro, it doesn't sound like sound like Dandadan. It sounds like Dandadan, like so it's like a Don.
Dandadan.
But but my point is that the intro is what made me watch the show.
Yeah.
Because when I saw the intro on like a reel, I said that looks pretty cool. So I watched the show. I think I'd only watched a couple episodes when I talked to you last week.
Yeah.
I am now current. I love it. Highly entertaining. Love the characters. I was like, man, I've loved these characters since like the second episode. This is crazy. Like, I think they're great. There's an episode. The show's like fully coolly. I get all these different descriptions. I'm talking to this dude at work. He's like, what do you think? I was like, I think it's fully coolly. And he was like, yes. And I was like, why doesn't anybody just say that?
Yeah.
Just say like it's a more modern take on fully coolly. Like, it's just like, it's not, yeah, it's fully coolly.
I'm going to check it out.
And, oh man, but there was an episode 7. There was a tonal shift for one episode. And it's heartbreaking. But yeah, but it was so well done. I was like, wow, didn't see that coming. But yeah, it's really good. Like, and now I'm current, so now I gotta go week to week. But yeah, check it out, people. if you're not watching, I'm probably the last one to come to it besides you. It's really good.
No, I knew before it was
I mean, but you're not watching it.
Yeah.
But so it's good. It's really good. That Sakamoto Days, I watched an episode today. It's cool.
Yeah.
and Solo Leveling is out and it's dope. But yeah, right now, Dandadan is kind of my jam. Kind of my jam. So yeah, and that's it for me in anime. Yeah,
that was a brief one.
Yeah, I mean it's I can't describe the show at all. It's
I know. No one.
I mean, I could, but it's weird. I mean, it's aliens and it's like demons and ghosts and aliens, and they steal your genitals, and it's funny.
How do you pitch that to someone?
Yeah. But I'll tell you what they do really well is the language of teenagers, because the language is.
And you're watching it dubbed.
Mm-hmm.
So
and they do
it even more surprising.
They do. I mean, they do a really good job, and they do a really good job with. I get this. Season 1, season 2, Friends, Rachel Ross, will they, won't they thing. Yeah, it's like I've taken everything I have not to let Google like, do they end up getting together, that type of shit, because it's pretty cool watching their relationship develop, the two main characters. Yeah, it's pretty good. So Dandadan. Yep. Yeah, and even the intro.
Check it out eventually.
Yeah,
I saw
the
intro.
Yeah, check it out. And I'll talk to you when I walk to you. That's my quote of the week. That is my quote of the week. This is my slice of life, people. I work with this dude, Theo. Theo is my guy, and Theo has Theo sayings that I can't, because he'll just say these things. And they make sense to him, and somehow they make sense to us. He was on the phone with his girlfriend, and we were nebbing. Like, he was in the break room talking to his girlfriend. He had to get off the phone with her, and he said to her, "I'll talk to you when I walk to you." And I said, "What?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Wait, what? What is that?" Yeah, and that was
like a song.
Yeah, because he said, "Look," because she was talking, and he said, "Look, I got 13 minutes left to break." He said, "I got to eat my food, get my stuff back on, and get back outside in my time. So I'm gonna have to talk to you when I walk to you." and I said, "This dude's funny." So
I see what he means, though. Is it like, I'll talk to you next time I see you?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. And that's how all his sayings are. Like, the one day somebody was doing something, and Theo literally said, "If it ain't broke, don't break it." And I fell all the way out. I was like, "What? If it ain't broke, don't break it." I was like, "I guess so."
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
see what he's saying there too.
Yeah, see what he's saying there too. Like, I was like, yeah, if it ain't broke, don't break it. So
what is it? I'll talk to you when I walk.
I'll talk to you when I walk to you. So I was like, oh man.
This week.
Yeah, that's my quote, because he constantly with stuff like that. Yeah, and he's like, what? And he'll look at me like, what? It makes sense. I was like, it does. So I had to say it. I just had to. So yeah. But that's really all I got. I don't know. How about you, bud?
That's all I have too.
Okay.
Well, looking for next episode, we'll talk about the Oscar nominations, because
they'll be out. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And this will be my time to catch up on all that stuff
Yeah.
I haven't watched yet.
Yeah. Life gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But now I'm creeping toward MegaCon. It's now 3 weeks away. So
I know.
yeah, that is happening.
What's the number one thing you're gonna get? You gotta tell the people. What's your goal?
What am I hunting for?
Yeah. Pick one.
Oh, pick one.
Do or die.
Probably Uncanny X-Men 129. I'd say that's the first appearance of Kitty Pryde.
Why that one?
I'm just feeling it right now. I'm feeling it.
Wow.
It's about what, 180?
Depending where you're looking.
I'm liking
That's from 1963.
No, bud, no.
Oh, okay. Or 1980.
I'm looking at what was it? Batman? Not Batman. Yeah, Batman. The McFarlane issue 340. No, not 340. 423. The iconic cover. That's a possibility.
Okay.
Hulk 340, the Wolverine cover.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, I mean, if I can find any,
that is a good Batman issue.
Yeah, that cover is hard as hell.
You can find that.
Yeah, I'll find that. If I can find Akira 38, that changes everything. Believe it or not. But yeah, my X-Men run my Claremont run on X-Men is getting there, but I'm under 50, probably around 25 books I need, 30 to finish my run with Claremont.
That's impressive.
Yeah, so when I see those, I gotta grab them. But like, we're at that point in the story where all those books cost money, so it's just like I could probably get away with buying 3 if they're the right price. But yeah, I'm mainly going to enjoy the time with my siblings.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah,
it'll be a good time.
Yeah, just your uncle actually just texted me and he said that Mel Gibson's going to be there.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, oh, okay. So we'll see.
That'd be cool.
We shall see. Yeah. So be a good time. But I guess until next week, he's Son.
And he's Pops.
Thank you for listening. Be kind to each other.
It's Son and Pops.